Hey all, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, so I'm going to do my weekly questions that people have come to me to research and see what I can find out. I do not memorize everything, so I do have some information just to look at real quick, just to memorize it. First, I do want to say, if you like the videos, you want to see more of my videos, go down below, hit subscribe, click on the bell, click all, and you will get all my videos so you don't miss anything. And don't forget to like if you like any of them. So the main questions I was asked was permanent dentures, snap-on dentures. What's the general process? What needs to be done? How much is it? First, we're going to go by price. They all very much differ. Some people don't have strong enough bones, so they need more implants. Or even sometimes people can get mini implants. It really depends on how well your bone is, and exactly what you're doing. Now, mini implants you can use when it comes to like snap-on dentures. Now, the difference is between them is that snap-on you can remove. They are said to be told to be taken out at nighttime to give, your implants and the abundance and all that a rest. And it does help with bone loss. Now, snap-on dentures and permanent dentures are better than regular dentures as far as protecting you from bone loss. I mean, in my eyes, it's kind of like the same shape and size, but the way it works is that the implants actually, the bone grows around the implants and secure them in place. It could take 2 to 6 months to heal. I did look that up. It does say that everywhere. Everyone heals very differently. So when you get implants done, whether you're doing permanent or you're doing snap-on, because they both need implants, which is a surgical procedure, it could take a while depending on how well you're healing and how well your bone is equaling out. It's like, when you get all your extractions done, they actually prefer to do the implants when you get your teeth out because the hole's already there and it's placing into your socket, and, it heals generally better. Your body can reject implants. They very much can. I know people that have spent $27,000 to get implants done and to get permanent dentures, and the implants actually didn't work. So they got stuck doing regular dentures. Yeah, I would be pissed too if I had to spend all that money for nothing because the insurance company didn't cover it for her. So I never did implants because of that. I'm not risking all that money, and I don't have that money to do. But for people that are interested in snap-on and permanent ones, you can do loans. If you have really good insurance and they cover this kind of stuff or even partial stuff, also depends on what company you're working with. But do know that permanent dentures, when they do heal, because when you first get all this done and say your bone is weak, no matter what, it has to heal between 2 to 6 months. It does. I've seen people actually had to wait a year because they had such slow healing and the implants were not at all sturdy enough and secure enough. But they do put immediate dentures, just like we have, right over it. So that's for temporary usage, clearly. But snap-on, you can use mini implants, regular implants. It is cost effective to do mini ones instead. But again, every dentist, every, specialist charges differently. And if you have to get bone grafting done because you have weak bones, it's going to cost more. It costs way more. It's not like when you get, what I did done, take them out, pop immediate dentures and go, which is way cheaper. But if you go for a single tooth implant, just a single one, it's $4,000 just to do a single tooth. Now imagine you did all, like, say you did, clearly you're not going to do the 4 of wisdom teeth, but if you did 28 teeth of $4,000, that is a buttload of money. That's like buying a brand new spanking like Mercedes, putting in your mouth. So the next, efficiency, they said, would be permanent dentures, which they said they can do as little as 2 implants, but honestly, that's crap because you would want to put one here, here, and here. You want to keep it sturdy because you can still rock even with implants. There's a space. It's only here and here and here. But what they do is when they do the implants and say you're all healed and good, you get the denture in. Yes, it is horseshoed. The palate is completely gone because you do not need the security and the suction. What they do is they, it gets screwed in, tightened, and they put like this, it's like a bonding thing right over it. So you never take them in and out. Only a dentist can. Only a dentist will undo it, and unscrew it all out and take it all out, and you can see it. But you cannot take it out daily. Now, snap-on denture you take out daily. Literally, you just snap it in and you pull it out and you soak them overnight. Do what you got to do. You clean them every day. You clean your gums every day. It's the same concept as regular dentures, but those are horseshoed as well. Both these, the ones with implants, permanent and snap-on, are horseshoed. There is no palate because the security and they do not recommend people horseshoeing their dentures without implants. Many people I've seen horseshoe their denture and they're like, oh, it went great, but I have no suction now, and I have to like use abundance amount of freaking adhesive to just keep it in. You get used to the palate, guys. You do. I mean, if you have a lot of gagging, there is a video I did to help with gagging, and gagging is the nerves in the back of your tongue is sensitive. So it's not used to it being there. So if you actually like scrub the back of your tongue, like you're supposed to every day when you clean your mouth, but you desensitize your tongue. So that actually generally works from gagging. You can always talk about them about, thinning out that so there's not a big bump on your tongue. You're still going to feel it, but it won't be so hardcore depending on how thick your denture is. Again, everyone's different. But snap-on dentures just come in and out. Again, these all range between $2,000 to $10,000, sometimes even more, depending. And it even says in the article, it really depends on the person. Some people have great bones and, they don't need any other thing. They just need, whatever amount of implants. I mean, I've seen people go for 2 implants. Like they did just too many implants right on the bottom and too many implants up top, which is still going to cost you like $8,000 or like say between $6,000 to $8,000. It really depends. But if you add bone grafting to it, a lot of people say, oh, you don't need bone grafting. You absolutely do. If you have weak bones, you absolutely do need bone grafting. You do. There is tests that they can do to test if your bone is too weak. They would actually be able to tell when they pull out your tooth if you're going to need bone grafting. So when people say, oh, why'd you get it with your extractions? Because when you take out a tooth, if they see your bone crumble, if they see there's a certain, the way it looks. My dentist even showed me a certain way it looks, whatever. Like I have extremely strong, like stone bones. Like, so if I wanted to do implants, I could, but not doing it. But the reason why they like to do it when you get your extractions, to put the implants in is because there's already a hole. There's no extra work, no nothing. But if you do have weak bones, you have to get bone grafting done. They have to fill out those spots. They have to take bone and they put it in spots it needs, and it's a pain in the butt. It is a painful process. Painful. I had bone grafting done only because I broke my jaw. It still hurts when I touch here. It's been months, but it still hurts really bad when I touch here, which is weird. And yes, I'm still touching it, I'm aware, but I find it pretty cool that it still hurts. But they did bone grafting there because it shattered and they had to fix it somehow. But see, when they said the best choice to do is permanent dentures, in my eyes, I don't see a difference between permanent dentures and snap-on. Okay, yeah, your permanent denture can't come out at all. But, snap-on's pretty much the same thing. They want you to take them out at night to rest your gums, to rest the pressure of the implants. But you guys got to understand there's also maintenance. Even when I was reading about it, people say, oh, it's cheaper to just get snap-on dentures, than dentures itself, the normal dentures, even what I have. And they even said that's actual bullshit. Because if you break the abundance, if you break anything that's to do with the implants, you now have to replace it, and it costs a fortune. So if you have a small fortune or you want to take out a loan, you could do permanent dentures, which won't come out. It gets screwed up in there, it gets bonded and pasted where the screws are, and they don't come out only when your dentist takes them out. But as far as this, you would still, okay, when you get your, if you get permanent dentures, you would actually brush them like you would, your actual real teeth. But the whole thing is you can't use toothpaste. That's the crazy part. So there's a whole different cleaning process. Like, I'm not kidding with you guys. Like, the cleaning process for permanent dentures, even with my teeth, like if I get a cleaning done or whatever, I can take out my denture. They'll run it through a machine. It'll clean it like golden and whatever. It's the same concept of permanent dentures. They do the cleaning. They do the hardcore cleaning. They do all that. I don't think I like permanent dentures only because I don't find it clean. You still take care of it all, but I still don't find it clean. It's going to sound weird, but I like the fact I could take out my denture and clean every little spot and nook and cranny. Because let's be real, a lot of people ended up with dentures. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people ended up with dentures because they didn't have good oral hygiene. And even when people lose their wisdom teeth, if they can't reach back there, the way the jaw is, I mean, it's just a lot easier now that I have a top denture that I can just take it out and clean it. A lot of people end up with calcium deposits and, all these stuck on plaque because you're not cleaning your denture properly. I've done a lot of denture cleaning videos and what products have worked for me. Everyone is different, but it does do the same stuff. It's literally just cleaning. But people are actually emailing me right now telling me things, but that'll be next week. But I'm going to read you. The pros to Snap-on. Helps regain proper speaking and eating capabilities. So it is more stable than a standard denture. Now, it does help because what they mean by it's better for your speaking is because it's horseshoed. The palate's not there anymore. And a lot of people have a problem with speaking because of the palate. I mean, to me, it would be more like here because you're using your tongue, touching and all that. But if palates are too thick, which is a lot of reason why people are having a gagging problem and a speaking problem, is because you're not used to having now little space in your mouth. So with the Snap-ons, their middle's completely out, no palate. So it's actually better for speaking. It's more stable than dentures. Well, yes, because it's screwed in and it's hold on tight. But implants can be taken out, broken, and tore, and it's painful. I've seen it happen. Be careful. Even I know somebody in my family that had it done on the permanent dentures. And they were even told by their dentist, don't eat nuts. It's not like, if we do it or whatever, we can replace a denture. It's like $1,000 or whatever. You replace permanent dentures and mess up your implants, that's a whole other level of expensive. You're just going to pay exactly what you did to begin with. And they even said, don't eat nuts, don't eat anything like that. I wouldn't even eat it with my regular dentures, first off. It says better aesthetics than a standard denture. It says implants help stop deterioration of jawbone. This is an actual fact. I'm reading all facts here, by the way. This is actually the Denture site that actually just came out last month to the day of their information. So this is all updated information. So implants, the reason why they make implants, and I tell people it's about $4,000 tooth implants, because the tooth that's on the implant itself, is that it prevents your bones to deteriorate. It does. That's why a lot of people like to do permanent dentures or Snap-on dentures, because you're having implants there. Now you could still get bone loss with Snap-on dentures and permanent dentures because you're only using a few implants. Now, if you get a full mouth, if you can afford it and spend a fortune on getting every tooth its own implant, that 100% protects you from bone loss. It does. This, when you do Snap-on and permanent, there's only like a few. So it slows down the progression of deterioration with your implants. So implants, yes, are good, but you also need to check with your specialist who's doing it to make sure your bones are good enough. If you've already had dentures for 10 years, there's a big possibility you cannot get implants. And I'm not saying there's no chance. It's like a 50-50 shot because your bones are already deteriorating. They already thinned out. Some of them don't even have a spot to even put an implant. So it's pretty much almost impossible. It says it's actually one of the cons is one of the most expensive teeth treatment options, which is true. Surgery involved, which is another con, and not as good as a solution as all-on 4 implants or standard dental implants. The more, like I said, the more implants you have, the better option you have. So, I mean, I have a disease that already causes bone loss, so I think I'm just screwed regardless. It says your dentist will determine if your jaw is strong enough to support implants. If not, you will be first to get bone grafts, and then your gums will need to heal, which can take 2 to 6 months, which I told you guys before. Yeah, some people's bones, it's like a 50-50. I'm not kidding. There's so far 50-50 for me of me seeing people that can get it done without grafting and cannot get it done without grafting. And what I've noticed is people who've gotten bone grafting done, again, I've seen 50-50 people of the implants working and 50-50 people of it not working. You need to find a dentist or a specialist to actually sit down with you, tell you the percentage, tell you the gist, be real with you, because this is your money. You worked for it. You're going to pay it off if you get loans. This is something you need to really sit on and think about. Don't be like, oh, that's it, I'm getting it done. Please look into your research. Do as much research as you possibly can, which is what I'm here for, but I cannot do a really long video, but I will do a part 2 to this because there's a lot I would like to say, but I'm not allowed to do long videos. Like I said, the more subscribers I get, I can go live and we can have a full-blown chat conversation, but YouTube changed their stuff by now, and you can only have 1,000 subscribers to do live videos, which sucks. So I have to do short videos, guys. Like it says, the healing process takes about 2 to 6 months, which I told you guys that. A second surgery may be necessary in order for a locator to be attached to the implants. The locator is the base for your overdenture. So you got to remind yourself, you can end up paying for a second surgery. This isn't just black and white. There's a lot of gray areas. So much gray areas. It's not like you're getting an immediate denture. Pop, good, golden, walk out the door, done. It has nothing to do with this. I do have family that I'm going to see can do some videos with me. Even get them to record some stuff that I've actually had them because they've been through it. I do know bone grafting hurts like a bitch. And I'm sure a lot of you on here have had it. You don't even need to have implants. I've had it because I needed to have it. So you don't need to do it because of, permanent dentures or snap-on. Sometimes you just need to have it done. And it burns, healing. Ooh, Lord Jesus, guys. The burn of healing from it. I think day 4, at this point, I was crying. I had frozen peas all over my face. And I was like, I don't think this is going to end. I remember going to my kids and I'm like, I hurt. It was so painful. It says the cost of snap-on dentures are $1,000 to $10,000. It's true. I do know people that spend $1,500, and I also know people actually that have spent $1,400 on them. It really depends on the quality that you want and the kind that you like and the place that you go. The higher the ratings people have, let's be real, they're going to be expensive because they would be the good way to go. Sorry I'm reading to you guys, but I told you guys I have bad memory. I have brain fog due to my autoimmune disease, and I can't memorize all this crap. I'm not an actor. It says many people opt to get snap-on denture implants abroad in places like Mexico because standard of care, and actually I know people that have gone to Mexico because it's way cheaper to get shit done. Fact. Many people I've known have gone to Mexico. And the prices are way lower. It even says that, even the cost of living. But it says, I'm going to read you guys some reviews of people that have had snap-on dentures in case you want other opinions, because I've never had snap-on dentures before. I only know from what people have told me, but this is on a recent site. It says, I don't need to use adhesive anymore. I ate cracklins. Oh, that's a cracker, in case anybody didn't know what that was. It says, this young man updates us on his snap-on dentures 2 weeks into getting them. He didn't have a strong enough jaw and bone line for normal implants, so he opted to get the mini implants for his snap-ons. He's still in the process of working out the odds and ends of having new teeth, which we all go through that, guys. And he has a nice job explaining on things that may not think about when you're into this process. He also goes over some of the things he likes about having implants, dentures, and all that. Like, he goes through the taste. Yes, most of your taste, guys, is in your tongue. We all know this. But there are taste buds on the roof of your mouth. To me, it doesn't really bother me that my palate's closed. I mean, it's a little weird because I kind of miss the full flavor taste, but I also have Sjogren's, which is an autoimmune. I have dry mouth. Dry mouth, even you guys go through it, you lose taste from that. I'll do a video on explaining all that. I don't even need to read up on that. Should I know all about it? But I'm going to do a video soon, and I'm going to put all the links down of all the reviews and everything you guys need to know.
What's going on, Denture community?
if there is, sorry, there's that dude talking I was going to send you guys to. Anyway, if you guys have any certain questions with implants, anything I haven't touched base on, because it's been 20 minutes and YouTube's going to shut me down. So comment below. I'm going to put in my description below. You'll see like a little arrow about like subscribe and all that. You want to put the arrow down and you'll see all the information. I'm going to give you my email, where to find me on Facebook, Messenger, blah, 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 if you need to get a hold of me, because I can't make these videos long, but there's so much things I wanted to say about this. And I'm going to do a video on how to clean them too. I got you guys. I got you. I mean, I'm in quarantine. My kids are driving me nuts. I'm losing my shit every day. You guys are my homies. So you guys are my happy time. But I got to tell you that people that have successfully gotten snap-on dentures and successfully gotten permanent dentures, that an implant screw up, they are all so freaking happy. All of them. There are some people that say, I did mini implants, which a lot of people I've noticed that they like mini implants better than regular implants. But I don't know why, so I'm going to look that up for you guys too. Anyway, I'm not going to drag this out anymore. I don't know who made it to the end, but good job. Made it to the end. Boop, boop. Okay. I will do another video later on today continuing this, but this is part 2 of snap-on and permanent dentures, guys. I love you all. Have a good day. God bless and stay safe.